Hey, good morning and welcome out to Eubanks Family Homestead. I think you saw a little short the other day about my lettuce leaves, or no, not my lettuce leaves, but my lettuce seeds that came in the mail. And I told you guys that we were going to be building a couple of raised beds to plant our fall lettuce. So just wanted to follow up on that with you guys and let you know what we're doing out here. We went to Home Depot last night and got our wood for the raised beds. And what type of wood is it that we're using, Jeff?
2x8.
2x8s. And they're very expensive, just to let you know. So anyway, we're going to do 2 beds with lettuce. And then we went at Home Depot also and got our raised bed potting soil. And this is what we typically use for our potting soil. And it's worked really good for us. And then we've also got some 10-10-10 fertilizer that we're going to put in there. And what we're going to do, what's worked really good for us in the past and has really helped out with weeds and stuff, is we put cardboard. So keep your cardboard boxes because they help. It's like a weed barrier, and we've had very little issue with weeds when we put these cardboard boxes down. So what we'll do is once we get the raised beds built, we'll put the cardboard boxes in there. We've got a little bit of some mulch and stuff as a filler we're going to put on top of that, and then we'll put our raised bed potting soil on top of that. So stay tuned in just a moment and we'll come back and hopefully show you a finished bed all ready to plant seeds. So I decided to come back and just show you guys what we were doing here. We put our cardboard down, and actually it works perfect in the raised bed. And like I said, it acts as a weed barrier, and also the worms like to eat it, and therefore we have worm castings that help with the soil and provide, good nutrients and everything for the soil. So we're working on that one bed. We're getting ready we have Cousin Wayne helping us today, and we're going to put some mulch in there as a filler before we put our potting soil, raised bed potting soil, and 10-10-10 fertilizer. So we'll come back to that in just a sec. Okay, here we are. We're adding the mulch. Like I said, this will be a filler in the bed. It's also got some good stuff in it. We've used it before in our raised beds, and we've always had good success with it. So this is kind of, like I said, what works great for us.
I got a rake right here, one.
Okay, so we've got all of our mulch in the bed, and now we're adding the raised bed potting soil. Again, this is what we use and what works really good for us. We'll also, like I mentioned, put 10-10-10 in the holes once we plant the lettuce seeds, which will be our next step. But just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of what we're doing, what works good for us, and hopefully we'll have a good crop of fall lettuce. Okay, so we've got our first bed built here, and like I mentioned before, we've got our cardboard down, we had our mulch down, and then now we've got our raised bed potting soil down. So what we're going to do now is plant our lettuce seeds, and I've ordered these from Burpee. I have a lettuce salad bowl and lettuce prize leaf. And what I'm going to do is plant them every few days so that way it will extend the harvest life. So what we've done here, Jeff, if you can show down here, we've made a little line, and I'm going to plant some seeds in here. Then we're going to put some fertilizer on top of that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to plant every couple of days to extend the harvest. And what we've done is we've made a line in the soil here, which I will show you, and you can just get something that has a really good straight edge on it so that you can kind of make your line in the soil so that you can plant your seeds easy. And obviously we don't want that much lettuce in here, But you know, you never know what is going to grow and what's not going to grow. So we'll go ahead and plant our seeds, and then we'll thin them out as they begin to grow. And the seeds are really, really small. Get some out for you. They're real tiny. Can you see those? So what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, is just, you know, drop some down into this little line here. There again, I know this may be too much, but we want to make sure we have plenty of lettuce, and we are going to thin this out once they do start to grow. We've had real good success from Burpee. Any products, seeds, plants that we've purchased from Burpee has done really well for us. So I should have did my line next, but I'm gonna do another one. Let's see, maybe about right here. Because these do grow big, and you want to have plenty of room to get in here. And I've never ordered this lettuce in particular from Burpee before, but like I said, all of their products are very good. We've ordered lettuce in the past that have already been established, and we had a really good crop of lettuce this spring, and we're hoping to have another good crop this fall. I'm just kind of judging here. I'm not going to really measure anything out. Sometimes it's good just to wing it. And this is going to be my third little row here. And then, let's see. Scoop all that down in there really well. Okay, so there's a couple of ways you can do this fertilizer. You can just go ahead and when you're putting your soil in there, you can go ahead and mix your fertilizer in with it at that time, and that works great too. Or you can just kind of add, you know, your fertilizer on top of what you've already planted, making sure it gets down in those holes really well. Or you can do both. It's never gonna hurt to put too much fertilizer out here, and we're using 10-10-10, and like I said before, that works really good for us. We've had real good success with that in the past, so we'll probably just keep on using that until we, you know, need to change to something different. And then you need to close up your holes once you've got your seeds planted, your fertilizer down, and you want to be very careful because you don't want them too deep or they won't ever sprout. So I think on the instructions it said maybe like 1/4 inch of soil on top of it, but what we're going to do is just take this rake and just kind of gently go over like this. Just kind of close up those holes, and I may have to go on the other side to get down. Boy, that breeze feels good. It's really warm out here today. Lots of humidity, so we're pretty much sweating out here. And I think I've got that pretty good and closed up. I've got a little area over there that's not wanting to close up, so I'm just going to kind of come and do it gently with my hand. Okay, and then the next thing you want to do once you get your seeds into the ground, get them covered up, is you want to water them in really well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we don't want to, you know, pound the dirt with our water. So what we're going to do is give it more like a gentle like a gentle rain or a gentle watering here. Yeah, just like that, but you want to get it in really good. Get the soil really nice and moist, wet, but you don't want to pound it in. That could drive those seeds way down too far into the soil, and then they may not emerge. But within 7 to 10 days, you should start to see your seedlings pop up. And then I think it's about, I would have to go back and look, but it might be about 45 days before you can actually start harvesting your lettuce. But that's a real nice watering right there. So this is basically how we do or make our raised beds and what works great for us. And I'll put links down there from where we purchased our wood and the type of fertilizer we use and raised bed potting soil that we use and anything. So if you guys have any questions or suggestions, please let us know. Please be kind. But like I said, this is just what really works for us, and hopefully here soon we'll be able to show you the fruits of our labor. So thanks again for stopping by. We hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care, and we'll see you soon.